I'm Andrea Mitchell in Washington, where the president's plans for Afghanistan and withdrawal from Syria were the final straw, a decision Mattis strongly opposed. So had some of the president's other key advisors, arguing the fight against ISIS was not over.
It would be reckless if we were just to say, well, the physical caliphate's defeated, so we can just leave now.
With regard to stabilization, we still have a long way to go.
But to the president, it's a campaign promise kept, tweeting today, does the U.S. want to be the policeman of the Middle East? Mattis among those who thought they had talked him out of it. But then big pressure from Turkey's President Erdogan 3 weeks ago, and again in a call Friday, arguing America's partners in the fight, Syrian Kurds, are really terrorists. At a White House showdown Tuesday, the president overruling his secretaries of state and defense, announcing his decision on Twitter with a slick White House video invoking the sacrifice of fallen U.S. troops.
We won, and that's the way we want it, and that's the way they want it.
He's not qualified to invoke the sacrifice or to invoke the memory of those magnificent troops.
Angry Republicans pleading with Mr. Trump to change his mind.
In this war, you will not win it by giving up. This isn't akin to surrendering.
Mattis's departure will be alarming for U.S. allies who have long viewed Mattis as the grown-up in the room, a guardrail for a U.S. president they believe is not reliable on foreign policy.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.